Yeah, good evening. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Wednesday, the 5th of March 2025. This video, we're just going to look at some of the trades I've taken that are getting in a bit of strife and a bit of trouble. So basically just the Euro USD on the Multi Sequence Hedging and the loss recovery. So I'm just going to run through a few things with you so you can have a look at the chart and just let you know where I'm at and what I'm thinking for the how I'm going in that. Now, if you do like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe button. That's always appreciated. Now, this is the multi-sequence hedging and the loss recovery LRQ based on the QMP filter dot. If you don't understand those management techniques, it's no big deal, but I'll put links to the videos that explains them. It's pretty straightforward. I'll try and explain it when I get in the video. So let's bring up the chart. Now this is the Euro USD, all right? Now I posted this today. Hang on, I'll just adjust this because the price has actually gone up nicely for a change. So there's a lot happening at the moment in the world, especially the markets with regards to, I guess it all comes down to the Trump administration with the US president and regards to his current tariff trade war. He's threatened a few countries. I think the three main ones were China, Canada, Mexico. I don't know why he's got a bee in his bonnet about Canada. I thought they were actually friends. I can understand Mexico with the border, drugs, refugees and that, but I'm just not sure I can understand the Canadian. He thinks the border's porous. A lot of fentanyl or something's coming from Canada, but the numbers show otherwise, that there's only like 1 or 2% comes through Canada, the other 98% come from the south, so I got no idea. But he's creating volatility in the markets and it's putting the USD under pressure. So, but let's have a look at this. So, don't worry about the loss recovery for now. That's a separate trade management technique. So we'll have a look at the multi-sequence hedging, all right? So we start S2. Don't worry, well, there's no S1. There was probably a previous S1 and I had to start a new sequence, so S2 was it. So I'm in basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sequences, even though it's called sequence 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 7 sequences, which is an equal record for me. Now, basically when I take the multi-sequence hedging, I'll just explain it to you. So there's a buy here. Blue represents buys, red represents sells. So there's a blue buy, so that's trade 1. We'll just go with S2, so sequence 2. So it's trade 1, that's hedge 1, but then I'll take a second sell, which commences sequence 3. Sequence 4 is trade 2 for sequence 2. It's a hedge for sequence 3. And sequence 4 is a new buy trade. Number 5, sequence 5 is a hedge sell, second hedge sell for sequence 2. It's a second sell for sequence 3. It's a hedge for sequence 4. And it's a commencement of a new sell trade 1 for sequence 5. So basically I'm taking 4 trades there on that signal. Now have a look at this. When I got this signal here, it had this hidden bearish divergence, which I love. MACD Platinum's a long way above the 0 level. Price actually dropped down on this candle here on the 3rd of Feb. Keeping in mind these sequences started on the 7th of Jan. This is the daily chart. So it started on the 7th of January. So on the 3rd of February, just less than a month later, I was actually in overall break even. Now, in hindsight, I probably should have taken it. I should have taken the break even and moved on. But because I had this hidden bearish divergence, I just loved that. The MACD Platinum was still a long way above the 0 level. I ignored the break even. Like I said, hindsight, it's a great tool. I should have done it, but I didn't. And as Murphy's Law would have it, it's headed up. Hasn't gone that high. We commenced sequence 6, which means we're adding to trades on there. Then it's gone nowhere. We're at this resistance level on price. We've got a sell, which then we've got there we had hidden bearish divergence, then we had regular bearish divergence, which, as you know, I like. In this case, it was more a double top or resistance level on price. Started to head down the right direction, but then the tariff war started again, and bang, up she goes. Now, today I took a new buy, and thankfully, it's all heading up in the right direction. We've already gone through my 3 break-even levels for the 3 sequences. So if you have a look over here, sequence 2, break-even's 102, sorry, sequence 2 up here, break-even 106,970. So we're already through that, which is good. So that's that line there. We're through that. Now, hopefully it'll hold above it. Next buy sequence, sequence 4, break even 106,706. So that's this yellow line, which is even lower, which is good. Sequence 6, because we've got a buy, sell, buy. Sequence 6, break even 106,469, which is that bottom level there. That yellow solid line is my overall break even for all the multi-sequence hedges. So we get up to that level there, great. So sequence 3, sequence 5, sequence 7 are hedged. Have a look here. Sequence 3 hedged, sequence 5 is hedged, sequence 7 is hedged. So basically locking in losses on those 3 sequences. But if price keeps on going up, and it's going up nicely at the moment, then we'll get to the stage where we'll get to this yellow solid line, and if we can clear that or just get above that, I'm out of those trades. So I'll just remove the indicators from the chart so I can have a look. Remove the drawings. All right, so there was the first trade, this buy in here. So that was on the 7th of Jan. Sell, and you can see the MACD is very tight, very tight. Next buy here. So that's gone up nicely. That's given me that divergence there. You can see it there and there. And that sell. And we opened down here below the overall break even. But because the MACD was so high above the 0 level, I decided against it. And we've gone back up, and we've got that sell, and we've got today's buy. We're heading up. So we'll just get those drawings back on. Right, in the meantime, loss recovery. So it started with trade 1 buy. Now, we've had no winning trades here. They've all been losses. Every trade's been a loss. Every time I've got an opposite QMP dot, so we've increased position size. I cap out at 78, 0.78. That's my maximum position size. You know, I trade on a sequence of 1, 3, 5, 8, 13. 13 is because my initial lot size is 0.6. Hang on a sec, I'll probably change that. Just say it's clear there or not. So TR1 buy 0.06, just so it's clear. So my first trade 0.6, second one's 3 times that, 18 or 0.18. Next one's 5 times it, 0.3, 8 times it, 0.48, 13 times 0.78. Now, if we just go over to the pound USD, and we're in a sort of similar position, they're correlated, heavily correlated. You can see a couple of times there we had a small win. So if we get a small win, so in this case here, trade 3 buy was a small profit, $25. My next trade's the same position size. Had a couple of losses, increased position size, then had another small win there, $55. So I keep the same position size. But today we're on trade 7 and we've got a big one. We're heading up there. We'll go back to the euro. And like I say, I think I mentioned one of my other videos, one of my weekly videos, I am going to ditch the euro. We've got a lot to make up on the loss recovery. I've got about $3,242 and change. So these 2 lines up here. I'm not expecting to go up there. If it does, great. But what I am hoping for is if this keeps on going up, before I get a sell signal, a red QMP dot, which we will eventually, the MACD platinum's above the 0 and has been for a long time. It won't stay above the 0 level forever. Look, it could stay there for weeks, but it won't stay there forever. So it'll eventually come down. Now we're starting to get regular bearish divergence there. So, but if I can clear out some of these sequences, And I can also look at maybe if we get a good sell signal up here, high, when price gets to an extreme, if I close out, say, sequence 2, sequence 3, sequence 6, and possibly sequence 8, then I can also look at closing out the buy trades on sequence 3, sequence 5, and sequence 7, closing out the buy trades and go in a dollar cost averaging mode. I can total my profits and just look for a break-even level somewhere below. I can pivot, I can change with so many trades open. Now I'll show you how many trades I've got open. I'll just go to the spreadsheet on this, maybe. So this is all the euro trades. So there's the first one, 7th of the 1st. Everyone's got access to this spreadsheet. Here's all the trades. So you can see these are in chronological order, which means basically in order I've taken them. MSH, Multi Sequence Hedging. All right, so trade sequence 2, trade 1, and next date, sequence 2, hedge 1, sequence 3, trade 1. Then have the buy, trade 2 on sequence 2, hedge 1 on sequence 3, hedge 1 on sequence 3, trade 1 on sequence 4, and so on. So we get down here, we can have a look. So you can see all the trades there. So it looks like a lot of trades. And below we've got the loss recovery trade. So there's, get rid of that. There's all my losses. Big one, the last one. There's my trade, today's trade, 5th of the 3rd, 5th of the 3rd. There's all my trades today. You can see them there. There's all my break-even levels marked up on there also. There's my total loss and pips, and the loss recovery, LRQ, 5,236. Just need some wins here to be nice. So we start chipping away at these losses. Now, if we go to my platform, hopefully, why is everything going so slow? Or not? Yeah, damn, hang on a sec, pause the video. All right, here's my JAGfx platform. This has got the euro on there. I don't know why it seems to be jammed up. So here's today's trades. So the 5th, so that's S2 trade 4. Don't know why my platform's jammed up. And there's the loss recovery. We're just under $1,000 on the loss recovery. So we're heading in the right direction. Let's get out of this one because it's not working. Yeah, I've got a few problems with my platform at the moment. So we're heading in the right direction. We're heading up, which is good. That gives me some options, that's all. Let's have a look at now. Look at this. This is 8 cap, Euro USD, 8 cap. If you look up on the top left there, this is Euro USD. So we've got buy, sell, back to that. So basically 4 sequences back to that potential break-even level there on the 3rd of February. Now I do all my historical backtesting on MT5, which I prefer. Here's the same setup on this is 8 cap. So there's that buy. It started the sequence and there was no sell trade. What's going on? Don't know why my platforms are jamming up. There was no sell trade there at all. So there's the next trade is that loss recovery trade there. So it was just buy, sell. We would have been out of that buy if I'd been trading on this and into a new sell sequence. But we're trading on TradingView. Don't know why that platform's jammed up. Trading on TradingView. We can have a look at the multi-trade spreadsheet here. So, don't know what's going on. Everything seems to be jamming up. So, let's go. There's sequence 2. It's the first sequence. There's my break even there. Now we go down. That's sequence 3. This is going really slow. I don't know what's happening here. Then we've got sequence 4. Yeah, you get the picture. It's all there. I just put a gap between them, that's all. Yeah, it's not. Hang on a sec, see if I can pause this video for a second. All right, hopefully this will work. All right, have a look at the sequences. So the first one, no, Murphy's Law. As soon as I restart the video must be slowing down my laptop. It gives me all the break-even level. All right, I've been rabbiting on. I forgot to turn my video back on. I am feeling poorly. I can't remember how long when I paused my video, but it's now back on. I don't know if I showed you the pound. The pound USD is a similar position. I've got some recovery to do on that. Not as bad as the euro. At least I've had a couple of wins there, and we haven't got as far to go to recover most losses. Just got to push up past that 1.3 level. I don't know if I mentioned the yen. I did in my haze before. The yen, we're in a few trades, 3 sequences. It's a bit messy. The MACD's hovering around the... Now my phone's talking to me, my piece of crap phone. So yeah, sorry guys and girls, I've been sick all week and I do it. First time it's ever listened to me when I'm doing a video. So yeah, I'm not too concerned about. Just got to wait and see. We haven't got too far to go to recover. All right, so it's mainly the Euro USD. Just to let you know, I can pivot, but hopefully the price will just keep on going up for a few days and this buy will remain intact and break this solid yellow line. That'd be excellent. That would just be a relief. But I'm still thinking this has got to come down eventually. Just looking at those big red divergence lines, they're just screaming eventual sell, but price is king, remember? Just because I think it's going to go down doesn't necessarily mean it will. It will eventually, but you know, this history shows that the MACD can grind down to the 0 level and price can slowly still grind up. In this case, it's all to do with the tariff trade wars, I'd imagine. All right, it's probably not the most exciting video for those that aren't doing this type of trading, but I thought I'd just do something just to let you know where we're at. It's not the end of the world. Just got to have faith in the system, a bit of patience, and just got to ride it out and be ready to pivot. Try and get rid of that bias in your head, which I've got at the moment. Bearish, but it's going long, so I'm going long. All right, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your night, and hopefully I'll talk to you. Well, next video should be on Saturday, hopefully. All right, cheers. Thank you.